The following is a part one in a two-part video series in which we are going to scrape movie reviews from websites and we are going to analyze the sentiments behind them. In this part one video, we are going to exclusively focus on scraping. So we are going to see how we are going to scrape that particular data or movie reviews from that particular reviews website and bring it into a Python environment and store it in a data frame so that we can do the sentiment analysis in the part two. So let's get started.
Alright, so let's start by importing the packages. First it's pandas spd, then I'm going to import selenium, which will help us to create an automated web browser. Oops. Import by, then I'm going to import Selenium WebDriver Manager. Right, so that's pretty much it. It's WebDriver Manager. Chrome. Yep, sweet. So what I've done is that I've imported pandas, which will help us to create a data frame, obviously. Then I've imported Selenium, which will help us to create an automated web browser. And within that web browser is where we are going to run beautiful soup to extract the tags and the text within those tags. That's the whole project is all about. So let's just set up and open an automated web browser. All right, so I'll name something called the driver. It's called webdriver.chrome driver.exe. All right, so what we have here is that before I run this code, I just need to show you what I'm doing here. So what I have here is that we have something called a web driver, which will help us to create an automated web browser, and we can control the web browser by the codes which we type here. And we have the Chrome web browser itself. All right, so by automated web browser, what it actually does is that it automates the Chrome browser which we have. It will open a new window which is totally automated for us. All right, in order to set up that connection, we need to have a tool or a connecting package called the Chrome driver. All right, so if you just go to, I've already opened it here, I'll just show it. If you just type Chrome driver in your search engine, it will be probably the first link. It will take you to the Chromium's website. All right, so in which you can download the Chrome driver, which supports the Chrome version you have downloaded. All right, so my best advice is that once you download that package, you have to put it in the same folder from which you are running this particular Python environment. All right, so now if you put this and open this or run this, it's Chrome capital. All right, you could see a Chrome browser opens up and it says on top that it's been automated. It's an automated test. It's controlled by an automated test software. The automated test software here is the Python environment which we have here. Whatever we type here, it's going to show up in that particular web browser. All right, so it shows up a blank screen because I haven't given the URL to which I want the web browser to show. So now if I do that, let's say we want to go to that particular website from which we are scraping the data. That's this, the Metacritic website. All right, so what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to copy this link, come back to the Python environment here. If I run this and open this, you could see that particular web page is opened up in the Selenium or the WebDriver environment, automated environment. So now we're almost 30% done with the project. So now it's all about extracting the tags and stripping the text within the tags using beautiful soup. All right, so this is the actual data scraping here. So I'm gonna set a beautiful soup. All right, so it's gonna be beautiful soup source HTML parser. So we're gonna use HTML beautiful soups HTML parser. There is some other thing called the LXML parser. You can use that as well. There are a couple of others as well, but I just use this alone. So now the beautiful soup is set up. Now it's all about finding out the tags and extracting or stripping the text within that tag. All right. So before I do that, let me just create some containers in which I can store the name of the person who reviewed, the review itself, and the date when it was reviewed. All right. I'm just gonna name it name review and the date. All right. So now if we go back to this web browser, and in order to, as you know, all the websites are built with HTMLs and JavaScript, right? So if you right click on it and inspect, it will open up the HTML behind those websites, right? So now each and every website will be different. So this is where you should focus and find out the correct tags so that we'll extract the correct data we need. All right. So the best option is to do is that since you want to extract the reviews, go on top of that and click inspect. It will take you to the place where that reviews are. As you could see, the review falls within this tag called A with class no hover. If you open this, it will show the reviews which are shown here. Now if you scroll up, all right, so possibly these should be within this. Oh yeah, so this whole reviews, right, whatever we need, the name, the review, and the date itself is within this full container called the write f1. All right, let's find out whether each and every reviews are under this particular unique class called division class write f1. So I'm gonna just go to the next one. It's called the division class summary. If you scroll over, yeah, so that's under this particular division class f1 as well, write f1 as well. So what we'll ask the Python to do is that I'm gonna ask Python to find all the division class write f1, because we obviously know under that particular class is where we have the reviews and the names and the names and the date we need. All right, so that's going to be our first step. So I'm gonna write a function here, find all. So since we are finding all the containers with division class write f1, I'm going to use find all division. Here we run the class, and here we mention what that is. It's write f1. All right, now once Python finds all the particular division class write f1 containers, from within those containers, or we need to find out the tags which corresponds to the name, review, and date. Well, let me set that up. Name, review, date. All right, so now we are just going to use find instead of find all, because we are just going to find the name within each and every container called the division class write f1. All right, the name is going to be 1. That's why I'm going to use find. It's going to be same. I'm just setting up the skeleton here so that we don't have to type it every time. And it's going to be, that should be it. I'm just going to copy paste this and we'll find the tags. Now first let's find the name. If you click on it, under write f1, under this particular span class author is where we have the name. Right, as you can see, it's under. So we are finding all the write f1s, and next we are asking Python program to go individually within the extracted write f1s to find out the name, reviews, and dates. So span class author is where we have the names. Go here, instead of division, it's span this time, class it's author. Next it's the reviews, inspect. The reviews are under a class called a class no hover. Copy that. Instead of span, it's a, and it's going to be no hover. Then if you inspect this, yeah, as you can see, date is in span class date. Copy that. It's going to be span class date. Now if you run this, this will extract all the tags. All right, everything under that particular tag. For example, If you run this name, it will find out everything under the tag span class author. All right, it's class author. But we need only the text. The text is where the name, the date, and everything is. All right. So see, these are the text. The date is a text. The name is a text. So we're gonna basically ask it to just collect the text for us. All right. So it's gonna be name dot append name dot text dot strip. If name equals review date, then we just change it for everything else. Date. So we are basically asking it to return only the text, and if there is no text, we're asking it to remove display not available. That's pretty much it. Now we are gonna just print it. It's gonna be info. Just gonna copy this. Oh, no mind, I'm just gonna type. If you run this up, yep, so that is our result. So now we have the name, the review, and the date. As you could see, the first review is from James Bernard, and the review is something with this energy. It starts like that, and the date is December 14th. Now if you go to the website, that's exactly what there is. There's a James, starts with this energy, and ends on December, and the date was on December 14th. So now we have all the reviews we need. Now it's all about putting it in our data frame. So I'll just say something called data, one can call data frame, info, date. Now if I come here, create column names for that. It's gonna be, let's do something called name. Reviews and date. So that's pretty much it. Now if I open this data frame, it will exclusively show me the name, the reviews, and the date. So that's pretty much with this video. On this first part, we just created a WebDriver environment, an automated WebDriver environment, which will do whatever we ask through this Python environment. Then we brought in beautiful soup, collected the tags. Then we asked the Python to show us only the text within the tags, collected it here. Then we put that into a data frame so that you can do sentiment analysis with it later on. And now we have the data. So that's pretty much it. And I'll see you in the next.